Good morning, everyone, and welcome to session 5. Today, we are starting a brand new block of our program, Financial Literacy. Thank you for joining us online. This is a topic that touches all of us, whether it is checking your bank account, sending an email, transfer, and shopping online. Knowing how to keep your money safe is essential. Today, we will focus on safe banking practices and how to monitor your account for anything suspicious. Please remember, stay muted unless you are speaking. Questions in the chat are always welcome. I will be here with throughout the entire session. Welcome, Mr. Vahabi.
Thank you. Let me share the screen. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining our workshop of Digital Life in Canada, where we discuss practical skills for seniors and newcomers. This is our 5th session, where we discuss more about social media, AI, and online manipulation, and try to figure out how to think before we can click or believe or share anything on social media. So, as usual, we'll start from a story happened to Miss Yang. As we all know, she recently moved to Canada. She uses Facebook every day to keep in touch with family and friends. And one day she saw a sponsored Facebook post with the CBC logo and a photo of the Canadian Prime Minister. The headline said, "Thousands of Canadians are earning extra income with this new investment platform." The post had hundreds of likes and many comments from people saying they doubled their money. Curious about it, Miss Yang clicked the link and entered her phone number. The next day, a friendly financial advisor called her. He spoke very professionally, answered all her questions, and asked her to not rush, rather invest small, like with only $250 to get started. A few days later, Ms. Yang logged into the investment website and was excited to see her balance has grown to $320, and the advisor even encouraged her to withdraw some money, and the withdrawal worked. Now she completely trusted him. Over the next few weeks, the advisor called regularly, built a friendship, and convinced her to invest $5,000 and then $15,000, promising even greater return. One morning, let me this one here. There we go. One morning, Miss Yang tried to log into her account. The website no longer worked. The advisor phone number was disconnected. The WhatsApp group has disappeared, and her money was gone. Now, what are the lessons learned here? Well, professional looking ads could be fake. Sponsored posts are not endorsements. Like and comments could be fake. The scammers build trust, then ask for money. And they often allow a small withdrawal to make the investment appear legitimate. The scams usually happen gradually, not in one single phone call. That's the key. Many of us think I would never send like 20K to a stranger, but very few realize that victims are typically persuaded step by step over days or weeks, not immediately, like what happened to Miss Yang, right? So this is the topic of our today and next session workshop. We see how social media works, And what are the Facebook misinformation, Instagram misinformation and scams, YouTube misinformation, and then in the next section we'll discuss about emotional manipulation online, echo chambers and confirmation bias, fake investment groups, fake charities, deepfake and AI generated content, sharing responsibly, trusted Canadian information sources, and by the way, AI, whether it is a helpful tool or manipulation tool. Okay. Now let's change gear and see how social media works. What is social media? Well, this is helpful. Social media helps us connect with people and information, but it also decides much of what we see. We try to understand it better. Basically, we use social media to connect with family and friends, share photos and videos, follow news and interests, watch entertainment, discover new content. But here's the thing, social media is more than a communication tool, as listed here. It also chooses much of the content you see, meaning that, well, popular social media platforms are Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, formerly Twitter, and LinkedIn. But today we'll focus on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube because these are platforms most commonly used by our participants and where many scams and misleading posts are shared. So we won't go into TikTok, X, and LinkedIn, but if many of us in this workshop are interested in, if many of you are interested in these three as well, let the team know and we can plan for another session to go over these as well. So here's the thing. Although these apps look very different, they all use similar recommendation system, or as we call, they all use similar algorithm. And we'll see what it means. The question is, does everyone see the same posts? Meaning, if two people open Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at the same time, do they see the same content? The answer is no. Each person sees a different homepage. For example, if my dad opened his Facebook, he would see much about gardening stuff. My mom would see something related to cooking, probably. My brother would find something related to cars, and I probably see more about travel. Okay. So the question is, how does social media decide who should see what? Okay. So as I said, there is an algorithm. All these social media works based on that, which tries to figure out what should be shown to you, what should be shared with you. Okay. But how that algorithm train and work? Well, any of your actions teaches the algorithm. Meaning, every time you like a post, you react to a video, you comment a reel, you share, you watch a video, even the time you watch a special type of video, like for example, the time I watch videos related to travel. Okay, the number of time I look at a post related to travel, or on Instagram, I see some reels related to travel. The number of time or the total time matters. Okay. Watch for a longer time means I'm more interested in that. Or uh, the search I do in any of these platforms, based on all these actions I do, and a platform, the platform learns what I'm interested in, right? So if I watch more videos related to travel, if I uh, kind of react to posts related to travel more, if I uh, like those kind of travels, the same content more and more, the same context more and more, the algorithm understand that, okay, looks like this is what Hamid is interested in. Okay. So once they found that interest, then they would, the more interest you show in a topic, the more similar content you will see, right? As I said, once the algorithm find the content, the topic you're interested in, then the algorithm try to share more and more, to share more and more context related to your interest with you. Okay. That's why by time your social media is, let's say, sort of customized for you, right? For example, if you're more interested in travel, but you're not interested in, for example, in financial uh, advisors, then by time you'll see more and more about travel and where you can go, nice, uh, nice cities to be visited, all those type of things, rather than receiving financial advices every day. Okay, this is how social media, all these social media works. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube all work the same way as I said. Like, for example, in Facebook, you have posts. On Instagram, you have reels. On YouTube, you have videos. And any of them, you can like a post or reels or a video. You can leave a comment for them. You can share those uh, context with friends and families. You can receive suggested posts or suggested reels or suggested videos, right? So as you can see, although the name are different, they look very different in the appearance, but all three platforms learn from your behavior and recommend similar content based on what you are interested in. Okay. So if you, I mean, it happened to me. I I was following special type of news for a certain amount of time, and by time I realized that, okay, my Instagram just shared that kind of news with me, nothing, nothing else, and it got boring by time to just receive a special type of news, nothing else. So what the way I try to fix the problem is I try to search more and more about different topics. So by time Instagram understood that, okay, looks like Hamed is interested in other things as well, and started to share other things that I searched and I liked and I commented after that. Okay. So, like I said, if you have any problem with the context of your, with whatever is shared with you in any of these social media, this is a simple way to solve the problem. Try to search about other things you might be interested in, and then leave comments on them, like them, whatever you want to do. So, by time, the problem will be solved, and you'll see more diverse type of suggested posts, reels, or videos on these social media. But anyway, why do they do this? Meaning, why the algorithm try to find your interest and showed and kind of recommend those kind of the things related to your interest to you? Well, the answer is simple. They try to uh, catch your attention. Okay, Their goal is your attention, and they try to catch it. Meaning, the longer you stay in a platform to watch a video, longer time you stay on Instagram to browse different reels related to the things you're interested in and so on, is the more, is related to the more advertisement you see. Okay. And the more advertisement means the more money the platform can earn. So it's all about money. If you stay longer on YouTube, watch videos you're interested in, every now and then you'll see some advertisements um, within that time, and the total time you'll watch advertisement means the YouTube will earn more money from those companies, right? So that's the key point. Social media is designed to maximize your attention, not necessarily to show the more accurate information. Okay, this is one thing we have to learn. Meaning, social media is all about catching your attention, not showing accurate information. So, if I'm watching a video on YouTube, it doesn't necessarily mean that whatever uh, suggested in that video is true. Okay, we need to verify. We'll go into that uh, more in detail, but this is the key point you have to keep in mind. Not everything in social media is true or is accurate. Okay, so if social media wants to keep your attention, what kinds of posts are more likely to spread? That's the key, right? They try to find your they try to figure out what you're interested in, and then share those kind of things more and more with you to keep your attention and kind of encourage you to stay longer on the platform. Now, what are the Facebook misinformation? Seeing something on Facebook doesn't mean that it is true. Like I said, people can post false information, old information, and edited photos, AI generated images, fake advertisements. People can share anything, whether it is true or not, no matter. Okay. They can share everything on Facebook with you. So it's up to you to always verify before believe something or share something with your friends and families. Okay. Why fake posts spread so quickly? That's interesting. Um, we all see fake posts, regardless whether it is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever. We all see Facebook that are shared very and are spread very quickly, and even sometimes we see some posts that are fake many times within a short time, meaning that kind of post is kind of shared and spread by many different people very quickly. Okay, but why they're spread so quickly? Answer is fake news travels faster than facts because of the emotional thing, meaning emotional posts receive more like, comment, and share in the form of fear, anger, sympathy, surprise, because of these kind of natural reaction. They receive some kind of reaction, whether you, like, for example, whether someone says, okay, I lost my job, but then by time I try to build my business again, and now I'm at this stage, I need your support. Just like me or share my post with your friends, and this way you'll help me. So they try to get your sympathy, and you say, okay, they don't ask me to buy anything, they don't ask me to pay anything, they just need my help in the form of a like. Okay, I would do that. I would like it. And that's what they need. Okay. The more you like, the more that post will be shared with people like you that are sympathetic against these kind of problems. Okay. So that's the key. The more emotional a post is, the more likely people are to share it without checking. Okay. Now, common types of Facebook misinformation are fake news, fake giveaways, fake health advice, fake investment ads, fake celebrity endorsements, fake charity campaigns. And here is what here is a simple fake ad in the Facebook. For those friends that I saw many questions on what if AI generated fake ads or fake news, how we can find it, how we can figure out whether it is fake or not. This is a fake ad I generated with the help of an AI for our workshop. Okay. So all I shared with you in prior workshops on how to find uh, a fake ad or a fake email or whatever, which is fake, all are applicable regardless of how it is generated, whether I generate it or I use AI to generate it. AI can make it much cleaner and more professional in appearance. But like I said, I mean, all those, let's say, rules to find um, a fake thing would applicable to AI generated materials as well. Okay, so let's take a look at this ad. It says CBS News, which is sponsored. This is a sponsored uh, uh, ad. Breaking news: thousands of Canadians are earning extra income from home. Start today with as little as 250 bucks and see results in days. See how it works. Again, breaking news: Canadians are earning thousands from home. New legal loophole allows Canadians to profit from a government program. And if you're interested to know more, learn how you can uh, start today by clicking on this guy. And this is a reference. Start today with only 250. You want to learn more, click on this. Join thousands of Canadians already earning. Wow, there are 4.2 thousand people like it, and it received 1,800 comments, and it is shared 2.3K times. Okay, that's huge, right? So before moving forward, let's just take a look at this sponsored. What does it mean? Does it sponsored mean Facebook has checked that this opportunity is safe? What do you think? When I see something like sponsored, can I trust on the content? Answer is no, not at all. What what this sponsored means here? It only means that someone pays Facebook to show this advertisement. That's all about the sponsoring. Facebook has no uh, let's say, has no tool to figure out whether that ad is true or not. Facebook, let's say, doesn't care whether that ad is true or not. Facebook just get the money and let them to share this ad. Okay, and this is again the case with Instagram, with YouTube, all these social media. They get money and they share those kind of material, whether it is true or not. Okay, so doesn't sponsor doesn't guarantee that the ad is true or trustworthy. Not at all. Okay. So let's see what makes this ad suspicious. I would give you like 1 or 2 minutes, read this and try to figure out what else could be suspicious here. Okay. So, what are the red flags in this post? First, I said sponsor doesn't mean trustworthy, meaning I'm not saying that anything said sponsored is fake. No, it is not the case. But I just want you to not correlate sponsored, this word, with trustworthiness. Okay. So sponsor doesn't mean trustworthy. Logos, I see logo here, here, and here. And I would say, okay, looks like this is legitimate because they use the logo. No, logo and public figures, picture of the public figure could be copied easily. There is no problem with that. So don't trust on anything just because of the word of sponsored, because of the logos, because of the picture of a public figure. Celebrity photos doesn't mean endorsement. Okay, just ignore this photo. It has no meaning, right? It provides no endorsement to this ad. Comments and likes could be fake as well. They could be manipulated or generated by fake accounts. So if I am uh, a system developed for scamming stuff, I would have a lot of accounts, and I can just like something that I generated or my friend generated, leave comments on that, share it, other things with those hundreds of accounts I would have. Okay, so comments and likes doesn't necessarily mean trustworthiness. They could be manipulated. Um, the other thing is when I read the content, I feel that this profit is guaranteed, right? If you find something like a guaranteed profit, give it another thought. Most likely it is fake. There is no guaranteed profits, and they are usually unrealistic. No one can guarantee you a profit, right? And thousands of Canadians are earning, as it said here, thousands of Canadians are earning blah blah blah. Okay, what is the evidence? It is just a wording, so don't trust on that without evidence. And it says start today with only 250. Again, remember I told you they try to kind of put you under pressure to do it immediately. Is there any rush? If there is any rush here, give it another thought. Most likely it is not, it is fake. Okay. And it says learn more by clicking on this guy. Okay. Once you click on this button, if it is fake, I'm not saying any ad you see it is fake, but if this ad is fake, but and by looking at all these things, I come up with the conclusion that it is fake. Now, if it is fake, then once I click on this learn more button, it takes me away from Facebook to another website where the real scam usually begins. Okay. They try to get more information from me, my bank information, my social, um, my SIN number, all those information, and then who knows what happened next. Okay, so this is a demo of the Facebook misinformation. Now, what about Instagram? Instagram misinformation and scams. Okay, Instagram is designed around photos, videos, influencers, making it easier to create a false impression of success and trust. You can see reels about success uh, almost every day, many times, right? Don't trust on them easily. People often judge accounts by beautiful photos, larger follower counts, blue verification badge, luxury lifestyle, professional looking videos. They could be all used to kind of convince you that that post, that reel is trustworthy. Don't trust easily. Okay. A professional looking account is not proof that it is trustworthy. So here are common Instagram scams: fake investment opportunities, fake online stores, fake health and beauty products, fake giveaways, fake professionals like doctors, lawyers, immigration consultants, AI generated influencers. And so they they make all these kind of scams are probably much more, but it may not be easy to find easily. Yeah, yeah, it may not be it may not be easy to figure out, but like I said, I mean, we try to look at one uh, example demo today to see how it is possible to find the red flags. So we try to find the red flags to think before trusting an account, right? In any case where you want to see whether you can trust or not, look for unrealistic promises, for pressure to act now, for requests for payment by e-transfer or cryptocurrency, for comments that are off. They make reels and then they turn off their comments. So if you're uh, if that is a scam, you trust it, you pay for it, and you realize that, oh, it was a scam. Now you want to leave a comment there to warn others, but the comment is off. So if they have a business and the comment is off, give it another thought. Okay. Look at very new accounts. Look at the business address and contact information. There should be a business address and contact information. Not usually, always. There should be business address or contact information. Sometimes they have legit business have their own website as well, so they share the website address with you as well. Look at the prices. If they're much lower than anywhere else, that could be another red flag. So here's the fact. If something looks too good to be true, it is usually fake. Okay. Now, before you buy anything or invest on anything, ask yourself, can I find an official website of this business? Can I verify the business outside Instagram? Does it have a real address? Can I pay by credit card? Is there a return policy? Some Instagram businesses are legitimate, but you should verify the seller before sending money. Okay. Like I said, I'm not saying that all Instagram businesses are fake. No, there are tons of successful businesses working on these platforms, especially Instagram. But it doesn't mean that all of them are legitimate. So it's up to you to verify the seller before sending the money to them. Okay. Now let's look at this this page. This is the name. It has, okay, quite a bit, number of posts, a lot of followers, uh, 12 followings, regardless. So this is a page for shopping and retail. This is the bio of that, and they have a very professionally designed page. They have a few different uh, uh, products to sell, and uh, prices look very reasonable to me. So everything looks very reasonable here. Now, in this page, they here they have this ad as well. They added this ad very recently. Today only, Apple AirPod Pro. It was $320, but then it is reduced to $89, significant reduction with the free shipping. And because of that, only 20 of them is left. So DM us now. So what else? Original Apple AirPod for Pro only for $89. Don't miss out on this crazy deal. Order by DM and pay by the Interact e-transfer only. What else? This guy was very happy by that. So they received some good comments, 186 good comments on that, and some likes. So everything looks professionally designed. Okay. Now let's see what makes this post suspicious to me. Okay. First of all, unrealistic price and urgency. 329 reduced to 89. Why? Sometimes it happens that large shops try to kind of get rid of whatever remain in their shop. Like they have only a few of them and they give a good discount, like 50% discount, 25% discount, this kind of discount. Like I would say 329 would reduce to 200, 250, something like this, just to get rid of those a few items and make room for new products, right? But here, this guy reduced 329 to 89, significant reduction. And even 20 remained, meaning they had much more. So what something looks uh, unrealistic here. If you have a lot of these products, what is the reason to give this huge discount on that? Okay. So unrealistic price and urgency. Payment only by e-transfer, cash, or crypto. That would be another problem. Why? See here, DM and pay by e-transfer only. Why only e-transfer? Why I'm not able to pay with my credit card? Okay. And then no physical or website or address is available here in the bio. Okay. Although the bio looks very professional, but if I go into that deeper, I'm not finding any website or physical address or contact info there. So that's a red flag. So they made it very generic profile and marketing. Uh, like I said, there are a good number of followers, but it doesn't guarantee trust. Let me tell you that they can pay some companies, someone, and buy followers. That seems crazy, but it is true. They can buy followers. So don't trust on the number of followers, and it doesn't guarantee trust. Okay. As well, comment could be fake. Okay. So don't trust on comments and likes. High pressure to DM. Why? Um, why just DM and e-transfer? Okay. It is something that I count as a red flag. So if where should I put this? If something looks too good to be true, again, I told you many times, it usually is. Don't trust in it. It is fake. Now, let me tell you something. This entire page and post is another thing that I generated myself with the help of an AI. It is totally fake. Okay. But as you can see, it is well designed, looks very professional. Everything looks very nice. But if I go deeper, I can find a lot of red flags in it. Okay. Okay, many times I said DM. Let me explain it a little bit. DM means direct message. You can directly message the owner of the business, a private, and start a private conversation inside Instagram. Ask about ask your question, whether about the quality, about uh, the price, about the timing that you would receive your product. That's pretty common in Instagram. Asking someone to DM is not suspicious by itself. There are many uh, business owners that encourage you to ask question on DM, whether as the discount on PM. Okay, that's very common. But the red flag is when the seller says only accept under orders through DM. Why? Ask for payment only by e-transfer or crypto. Why? Why I cannot, if it is legit, why I cannot pay with my credit card? Because I told you before, if you pay something by your credit card and you figure out that wow, it was fake and it was a fraud, you can ask your credit card company to return your money if it is in the right timing. And the other red flag is refuses to use a secure checkout and provides no receipt or buyer protection. What is a refund policy? There's no refund policy here. So these are red flags. Okay. What you need to do is before you buy, you should ask, can I find an official website for this business? If it is a large business with this number of followers, why they didn't bother themselves to create a website for themselves? That's a valid question. So can I find an official website? Can I verify this the business outside Instagram? Is there any physical address and phone number? Is there a real address and phone number? Yeah. Can I pay by credit card or PayPal? Is there a return or refund policy here? Are the prices similar to other stores or slightly lower or significantly lower as I'm seeing here? Some Instagram businesses are legit, like I said, but you should verify the seller before sending money. That's the key point on working with Instagram businesses. There are, like I said, there are tons of successful businesses out there, but whether they look very professional or not, you should verify the seller first before sending any money. That's the key point here. Now let's go to YouTube misinformation. A video with millions of views is not necessarily true. Okay, this is the key message you have to remember. Again, like what I said on Facebook and Instagram, number of likes, number of views, it has nothing to do with the accuracy or trustworthiness of that post or video. Okay, even millions of views has nothing to do with the trustworthiness, with the accuracy of the information being shared. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Unlike TVs, almost anyone can upload a video on YouTube. Like, for example, I can create a channel on YouTube for free. I can create a channel for free, upload my videos, and give advice, to my audience, share my opinions, and earn money from views. That's simple. Okay. Like I said, you can create a channel for free, so don't, you can do whatever you want in your channel. Create videos, and once people watch your videos, you'll receive money. Well, how much that money is, it depends on the number of views. So they try to make videos uh, nice and clean and beautiful and catch your attention, as I said, so that they receive more views and thereby they increase the money they receive. Okay. So popularity is not the same as credibility. That's the key point you have to remember. Now, common types of YouTube misinformation are miracle health cures, get rich quickly advice, immigration misinformation, investment and crypto schemes, AI generated videos, conspiracy theories. They try, like I said, they try to get your attention. If you're an immigrant, they try to kind of share some information about new immigration rules, whatever related to immigration, so that they catch your attention. Okay. So these are the misinformation that are usually shared on YouTube. YouTube is a wonderful learning tool. I myself learn a lot. Whatever I want to learn, I prefer to search on YouTube and see if there is a good video on that topic, watch that video and learn about the thing I'm interested in. So YouTube is a wonderful learning tool. The goal isn't to stop you here on using YouTube. I'm not saying you don't you have to stop using YouTube. I'm not saying you have to stop trusting anything on YouTube. But what I'm trying to do is we want to learn how to separate trustworthy information from misleading content on YouTube. Okay. So once you find the YouTube content, these are the red flags. Before trusting a video, you should ask, does it promise any unbelievable results? Does it create fear or panic? Does it ask me to buy something? Does it claim that doctors, governments, insurance don't want you to know? That's insane. No one is able to kind of stop you learning about something, hearing about something. Okay. So when they say doctors, they come with a very firm tone and say, oh, doctors don't want you to know about this. Insurance companies don't want to know. That's fake. That's insane. Does it provide evidence from reliable resources? Extraordinary claims require trustworthy evidence. So if they say something extraordinarily good, you should ask for evidence. If there isn't any, don't trust them. That's the key point. So don't judge a video by its numbers. Many people think that millions of views, thousands of likes, hundreds of comments, these means trustworthiness. It is not. It is not at all. Not necessarily. Okay. So views measure popularity. They do not measure accuracy, right? So you may find a video which is watched thousands or millions of times. It means that a lot of people watch that video, but it doesn't mean that a lot of people find that video trustworthy. Okay. Or it doesn't mean that all the material discussed in that video is accurate. There is no relationship between popularity and accuracy. Okay. Now, this is a demo of the YouTube misinformation. Again, I generated with the help of AI. Okay. So as you can see, everything looks very professional, very nice and clean. But what makes this video suspicious? Let's take a look. It says, doctor, okay, there are a list of videos here. I don't care. It says, doctors hate this. This common kitchen ingredient cures diabetes in 7 days. Wow, that's huge. Big Pharma doesn't want you to know. Why they don't want me to know? If there is such a thing, I would say Big Pharma would know about it much sooner than me and some would make some good like pills or medication out of it and sell it to me. Okay, so why Big Pharma doesn't want me to know about this? The truth, Big Pharma doesn't want to know. 28,000 people liked it and 1.8 million views in 3 weeks ago. That's huge, right? So what makes this video suspicious? Well, first one is extreme promise. Cure diabetes in 7 days. That's huge. Extreme promise. Emotional title. The truth Big Pharma doesn't want you to know. Okay. So I would be more interested. I would be more curious what it is that Big Pharma doesn't want me to know. Okay. So emotional titles, secret information. Again, they try to catch your attention. They try to kind of encourage you to watch the video. The problem is no scientific evidence, okay? There's no scientific evidence here. And if I watch the video, it just claims and claims and claims without any single evidence, okay? No scientific evidence on that. Clickbait thumbnail exists, and fear and conspiracy language usually exists, okay? So here's the thing. Before believing a YouTube video, you should ask who created it. Okay. It, they add a picture of, I mean, I myself add a picture of, let's say, a doctor here, but it doesn't mean anything, right? I should know who created it. And indeed, is there anything in the description, in the video? Is there a real name there that I can Google that name and see who is that guy? Usually there's nothing. Is the information supported by reliable sources? If you go to the description or watch the entire video, you won't find any single scientific article or resource reliable one. Well, they may very, they may provide a few references and very shortly move to the next and to the next, and then has that stage in their video just to show you that, okay, there are some references there, but stop, pause, and try to Google that reference and see whether in reality such reference exists or not. Is the title trying to shock or scare me? Yes. Big pharma doesn't want you to know. Like, for example, for insurance, big insurance companies doesn't want you to know. Why? Is the creator trying to sell something? Yes. Can I verify the information elsewhere? If such a thing exists, and even if the big pharma doesn't want me to know, if I Google this material, if I Google this ingredient, I should find something on Google. Someone else should say, okay, there is such a beautiful effect on diabetes, and many different people, many different researchers discuss it. If it exists, okay. So can I verify the information elsewhere? These are the things that um, you should consider when working on social media. Again, in this meeting, I try to kind of clarify the fact that you find a lot of information, a lot of posts, a lot of claims, a lot of videos, a lot of reels. You find a lot daily on social media you work with. I don't want to say don't use social media. No, not at all. We should use social media. We should get a lot of information from social media. What I'm trying to say is don't trust easily on anything you find on social media. Now, I don't want to trust, but the fact is, I mean, but the key point here is I can trust on something on social media after verifying that claim, after verifying that contact. Okay. So don't trust easily on anything. Make a pause, verify, and then trust. That's the right choice. So in the next session, we'll continue the social media and AI and online manipulation more and try to cover all the remaining things to the extent possible. Well, all the remaining things related to these kind of professionally designed scams out there in social media waiting for you. By then, I want to thank you again for joining our session and hope you all have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, Sir Vahabi, for the great session today. So we are proud of each of you for being here online and learning together. Today we covered safe banking practices and how to monitor your accounts so we can catch any suspicious activity quickly. These are habits that can protect you from serious financial harm. See you in our next session. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.